of Jax's heroes. So there is a chance Alliance change up their bans a bit, but I don't think they necessarily need to.
Yeah, keep in mind that it will be first pick for Alliance next game probably, so that might change them things up as well. We haven't talked a lot about the mid matchup S4 and S4 and Fada. I want to hear from you guys what you feel about that matchup. Obviously, previous game had a bit of a good showing of how those two match up against each other. They're normally known for playing both the same type of way, playing more for their team rather than for the flashy plays.
They play around their team, but they're like polar opposites as far as playstyle go. You've got S4, who's the tempo controller, the aggressor, the one who leads the way, always playing like the initiators, the bat, the puck. You've got Fata, who's like the farm master. He just wants to go mid on Razor and just farm up a storm.
And
So
Alliance seems to think he's the key as they keep banning out these. I mean, they're banning Razor out. They don't want to deal with it.
yes.
He does not want to deal with that, indeed.
And the Razor gets even stronger now that Liquid's on the dire side as well. So if they're banning it, and it worked in game 1, they're banning it when he's Radiant, they're gonna do so again.
And Liquid apparently either chose side this time or the other time over first pick because Alliance is getting first pick again.
Yeah, and Liquid also.
No, they swapped. It's
they swapped sides. Yeah.
Liquid had first pick Radiant game 1, and
That's
this time
right,
it's
that's right,
Alliance
that's right,
first
that's
pick
right.
Radiant. So
Because I was
swapped,
expecting them to pick something for Jax and they didn't. They ended up picking the.
they first picked the Wisp.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. They swapped the bans though. They swap bans out against supports now rather than banning out Bulldog. They're gonna see if he's strong anyways, you know, let him pick whatever they want.
And now it's like Alliance is like, oh, which one? It's no longer pick your poison. It's pick your favorite
everything.
Pick
flavor
your
of candy. Yeah. Pick your candy. your Bulldog's in the candy store right now, and yummy, yummy. Lone Druid.
I do imagine that if Alliance could get their hands onto the S4 bat, they'll go for it because the Wisp is no longer in the pool. But you did talk about the combo of the Lone Druid plus Puck, Stream Coil, the Savage Roar plus Puck. That could be pretty spicy as well.
Yeah. It's most likely S4 second pick, be it the bat or the Puck, because if you don't, those are the most likely bans for the second
10
stage.
seconds remaining.
So Liquid now need to just. I mean, for Liquid, you're more just wondering what are you going to go for, and it's going to be sticking to the Death Prophet. They're going to live and die by the Death Prophet. It looks like. It comes out again with the Jarek's Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
This is a standard. This to me is like Liquid at least going with a standard opener. Game 1, it felt like they tried to do something a bit too different with the opener and with the bans, like taking the IO and like banning out Bulldog's heroes rather than just trying to play against it. And now we're going to see Liquid just kind of in their core element.
Yesterday we saw the Witch Doctor, or rather was it this morning? Was this morning we saw the Witch Doctor being in such high contention? Why don't we see him that much here?
Team preference more than anything. Like, it's
Both teams do play the hero. Ake plays it
Yep.
for Alliance. I believe Kuroki played it quite a bit, and so did
Jarex has played it when his heroes have been banned too.
Yeah.
Like very little because his heroes, like he's had so many games on Tusk or Earth Spirit. But
I also think that Venge is another that fits the same description.
Yeah.
You know, very high contention in other drafts. Not so much here.
Does Bat fit into this lineup?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
It does.
It's the battle. The battle.
I love the Napalm Savage Roar.
It's
So good.
broken. It really is.
We were talking about it on the bus this morning, and even some of the players were like, "Wow, that's really good." Never really thought about how strong that was.
He gave them secret strats. No, easy
10
too.
seconds remaining.
No, but Alliance looking very comfortable going into this draft, and I feel like Liquid pretty comfortable as well. They know that last game wasn't a loss because of the Death Prophet or because of their Spirit. They realized it was the support, so curious to see what they're going to pick up for Kuroki this game.
Yeah, Kuro's gonna be playing like Venge, Witch Doctor, maybe not Shadow Shaman so much, but he's gonna be on his one of his more kind of traditional. Just safe lane zoning supports.
I don't know what that says.
All right.
remaining.
Is that Casper?
Yeah, it's Casper.
I see
My boy
Velat with
Casper.
like food. He's a
5
potato.
seconds
There's
remaining.
salami.
That's Velat with the monocle and top hat, right?
Yes.
On the sausage.
Reserve time.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so
Wunderbar.
yesterday we saw a ton of Oracle out of Team Secret.
Oh,
Any
Kura Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the back counter. It's also like a
Does
very.
it have enough lockdown though?
Alliances.
Yeah,
With
that's also
you've
the
got
best
Earth Spirit, though.
control.
I mean, Earth Spirit's decent, and I think you can always make up for it with the Mind
That core
Control or
pick.
Matumba Man
Yeah.
heroes. Like, you've got 2 core picks left, and 2 players who can easily, like, you've got the Nyx of Mind Control, you've got Matumba Man who can play heroes with like, Sven or whatever it may be,
10
so I don't
seconds
think
remaining.
picking Oracle's a problem here if that's something
The
still in
reason
the
I
pool.
bring up Oracle, because I feel like he does so well against Lone Druid, you could dispel the both of his buff, the rapid buff, as well as Savage Roar. Especially Savage Roar, it comes on a long cooldown. You could dispel things like Napalm. Even good against Chen, you could dispel Sendback. Although Chen's not in this game, so at least from what Secret did yesterday, I thought a lot of it like made sense. But you do bring up the point is you don't have good hard stun apart from the kick from Earth Spirit. So
if they go Oracle, they'll just make up for it elsewhere, though.
Yeah.
I really like the Spectre ban from Liquid. I mean, talked about the Batlone Druid, the Bat Spectre that's the exact draft Alliance did in one of their games yesterday, and having a fighting Spectre who can just use Horn whenever you get a lasso catch is really problematic.
There's the Oracle.
Yeah.
Alliances
Good pick,
turn
and
to
Kuru's
pick.
played a few games of this on this patch, and something he seemed pretty comfortable on, so I don't think he's going to have any issues adapting to this draft.
Very good against Bat Rider. You know, you drop your lasso, give you a false promise, and suddenly you're Gucci again.
The one thing I was questioning, like, me and Winter were just like, oh, as far as dealing with offlaners like Lone Druid, like which are like the bad like zoning supports to do it, and we're like, Oracle's probably not great, and then we just saw an Oracle do just fine. So it's like you hit
10
that level
seconds
3, level 4,
remaining.
and you just do so much damage with your nuke combo that Lone Druid, his actual hero, is very
5
vulnerable
seconds
in
remaining.
lane. So
Also, when
You attack so fast.
Lone Druid is just sieging your tower, just like disarm him.
Reserve
You know?
time.
Lots
It's-
of way
it's
for
really
Oracle
good
to
against Lone Druid, I
deal.
think.
and very much they protect the Oracle pick by banning Silencer too, because that's what Alliance did yesterday when they pick up the bat. They got with the Silencer, so you get the lasso into Global Silence. They were against an Oracle, I believe, that game as well on Secret, and it was like, well, you can't even false promise to get rid of the lasso because of the Global Silence.
Exactly.
With Dazzle picked up for Alliance, do you feel like there's a chance to see Bounty Hunter in this matchup for Alliance as well? Because they basically free up that secondary support slot?
Well, it's not going to be I don't know, actually.
They're not the.
I'm not a fan of Bounty for
10
like against
seconds
the
remaining.
Earth Spirit Oracle so much.
Yeah.
It is a hero that creates a lot of space
5 seconds
for
remaining.
Lone Druid, potentially. And that's what we're looking for, right? Alliance, that's the way they play. They want to create all that space for Lone Druid,
Reserve time.
basically make him the core, have S4 and Loda just be on the active hero, so even the carry for Loda, something maybe like a spin.
The thing is,
Sven is like the dream loader pick here, I think.
I do
too.
believe Oracle's Fortune's End does dispel track, so that's a big part of the hero being taken away, at least during the mid game. And I don't think Alliance is a big fan of Bounty Hunter as the hero, right? They don't really run it much.
Is this pick here just another mind control Darkseer? Do they see? Do you see them?
It
like,
doesn't give
trying
them.
anything else crazy?
They just don't have like right now. Their
Alliances
only stun is
turn
the
to
Boulder
pick.
Smash. So I think Mind Control may need something with a bit more
A
just
bit more hard.
reliable, like lower cooldown stun more than anything.
And we see a pivot here, going for the Lycan.
Yeah.
Can you go Wyvern? Do you go Wyvern?
For Alliance.
Yes. Ton of physical damage coming out from that side.
True. Yeah, Wyvern
lot
versus
of
Death
heal.
Prophet is very good. That's when we've seen her.
A lot of heal.
A lot of heal. Well, yeah.
10 seconds.
I don't think it's a terrible
remaining.
pick.
It's not one of their heroes though, which is always what you think about
5
Alliance.
seconds
They generally
remaining.
pick comfort hero, and not so much comfort heroes. They pick heroes that match their players. Rarely will you see a player on a
Reserve
hero and you
time.
think, oh, I've never seen this player play
I
said
can
hero.
see EGM playing.
Yeah, I think it could work as an EGM here. I'm not
Oh.
sure.
Well,
That's
they
the EGM Rubik
comfort heroes,
13
Comfort
liquids
heroes.
turn to
or
bat.
familiar heroes, and the EGM Rubik will make another appearance.
I see both Dazzle and Rubik having a tough time though, dealing with Lycan the zoo, like just Necrobolts running at your face, and they don't particularly D-push too well.
10
I'm not sold on
seconds
the
remaining.
Rubik pick after the Dazzle.
Yeah, it's not
5 seconds
the
remaining.
strongest, most potent support duos as far as being able to roam, find kills elsewhere on the map,
Reserve
and
time.
we'll
All
see.
right, that was something.
Yeah.
It's much darker in some areas of the stadium than the other,
Yeah, it
apparently.
really is.
Yeah.
Go Alliance.
Alliances turn to
Fans
bat.
representing.
The two supports is very good against a Void off lane if that should be drafted. Poison Touch is fairly good against Time Walk. And you do have the mid-game Chronosphere still, but we haven't seen Mind Control really used.
No,
faceless
I
well.
would be
10
very
seconds
surprised if
remaining.
Mind Control pulled out the faceless.
5 seconds
Well, here we
remaining.
go. This is it for Liquid. Do or die. They have tournament life on the line, and Mind Control. I mean, we kind of talked about a big thing is going to be how much can they deal with the pressure, and pressure's on now. Like this is as big as it gets, and so far Liquid have not shown that they can deliver results on LAN. And
Yeah, that is the thing.
the group stage wasn't a LAN effectively. They were playing in their rooms. There was no
Yep.
live crowd
Yeah.
audience. They weren't on the stage. This is packed out. People screaming. This is a completely different beast.
Do you feel like that impacted Mind Control's performance previous game?
100%.
100%.
Yep.
Okay. More comfortable this game? How fast? Well,
you know,
how
if-
fast does it change? I guess.
I
that
think
is-
he's still going to be a big vulnerability that Alliance could look to exploit this game as well.
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
I think it only gets better if you he's got to get that first win on the stage, and they do go for the
Alliance's turn to
back for it.
It pairs nicely with Lycan. The Iron Shell on the Lycan when he's in ulti form is pretty scary. But it still is a slight concern, their lack of just general catch. I guess they make up for it with Death Prophet Yules. It's actually something that's maybe not talked about enough when you talk
Vacuum
about having
into
lockdown.
Fortune's End? Too much coordination need? Too much timing difference needed?
It's not like a
No?
ideal combo.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Maybe
Yeah, it's
in a
hard.
world to the top 10. Maybe we'll see. I don't know about here.
Five Hero Fortune's End.
5
That would be
seconds
amazing.
remaining.
Is this
I mean, vacuum into kick is probably a bit more reliable.
Yeah.
what do you see here for Loda? Another
Resolve.
Juggernaut maybe?
Loda is one of those players who will just constantly pick or play anything. So
Yeah.
they've got the Lone Druid, so Juggernaut comes to mind. If they want something more space creative, there's the Starladder, but I
don't
I
I'm
think
not
you want
sold on
something with more
Starladder.
D push.
Yeah. More deep push and more damage as well when you're against Death Prophet to kill her during the exorcism. Because right now they actually have, where's the burst damage? Absolutely non-existent. So
That is true.
they've got to get something with some oomph coming out from Loda. The Sven, that's where I thought the fourth pick made more sense as a Sven, and then they pick
10
EGM's hero
seconds
last.
Right.
remaining.
I guess they're just worried with Silencer ban, Rubik, a likely fifth ban that they
5
wouldn't get
seconds
something that
remaining.
they feel would be good for their draft. And
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut comes out. So there's still at least a good option. It's not the Sven. I feel Juggernaut was probably not their first choice, but it's still a choice they're very comfortable with.
They've fallen back on the Juggernaut a lot. Like when everything is picked and they're just kind of like, well, we don't know what's best. Juggernaut will just work. He's kind of like Gyrocopter in that way. It's kind of it's rare that a Juggernaut is like a really bad pick.
Time to redeem yourselves. Who do you go for?
Redeem ourselves.
Yes.
I'm going to stick by Liquid. I like their draft. They went for right from the get-go, they just said, look, let's stop trying to be different and adapting. Let's just go with our strong picks.
What do you think?
I still think that they do lack a bit of stun, but I don't think the Juggernaut last pick made sense. You have the Zoo that's tanking the Omni Slash. You have False Promise that could protect people. So I'm gonna go with Liquid again.
I'm gonna be a turncoat. I really like
I'm
Bat
going
and Bear.
first, Lumi.
Bat and Bear. It's too strong.
Okay, let's find out who is right
5
and who is
seconds
left. It is
remaining.
time for Game 2 Alliance taking on Team Liquid. LD and Winter, take it away.
Thank you very much, Ever. We're live. We're ready to go. Game 2. Coming into this match, Winter, I think I had Liquid favored. They have not proven they can get the job done yet, but this is their chance. This is their time. Let's go. You're speechless.
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to let the countdown end.
We're complimenting the countdown. See, it's like a fine orchestra. You know, you have to spice it up.
So we are like the background music.
Yeah, we're the backup.
We are the backup crew, you know.
Exactly. And just in case the countdown stops working.
So what's the backup plan for Liquid now? One game down.
Well, they did a total 180 with the draft. They banned the IO since Alliance's first pick. They banned the Chen because they don't want to play against it. And so Alliance are going to get their hands on the Bulldog Lone Druid, as well as the S4 back.
Same plan, same setup. A very heavy farming off lane, space making mid. Two supports that are really good in the lane, very good at making space. But the difference is like Chen is one of the strongest in the early. And Dazzle and Rubik, you can't really play as aggressive as the Chen, obviously, the Chen and the Rubik. So I expect Liquid to have much more stable lanes this time around. Towers going down less, not as quick as before. So more time to farm, more time to get levels on their heroes, especially the Earth Spirit.
And let's be honest, the Darkseer death is avoidable in the off lane. He's up against the exact same lane here. So if he plays it correctly against the Rubik Juggernaut,
But this time there's
Should've died.
three heroes in the lane. So
That's true.
The first wave is very, very hard.
hopefully Mind Control get played a little bit more safely.
There's a way that you can actually play this. You Iron Shot the creeps.
Tell me, educate.
You put 2 Iron Shot on the creeps, and then you just run away. Go to the stack, and you stack it.
Yeah.
And then you clear the 2 camps.
Well, don't you think they might ward it again, same as we saw last game?
Yeah, that's why I think it's very important for your teammates to defend the wall.
To guard
defend the
that
camp.
big camp.
Yeah, guard the camp, or give the Darkseer a sentry. I'm not sure. I didn't notice if they actually did that.
Well, the crowd is revved up, ready to go. They're doing the wave again. They are just full of energy here, I have to say.
Very passionate about the game. You know?
Very passionate. They all swarm us for signatures. I'm pretty sure they have no idea who I am.
Yes, and they don't
There
even
are at
speak
least
English.
10 different people who already had my signature and just gave it to me, and I point at it, and they look at me confused. I'm like, that's my signature. It's like, oh, sorry. Very friendly, though. Very friendly here, thanks.
Overly friendly.
Overly friendly. Would you rather they be a little more rude?
No,
Maybe call you names?
call me names, you know. They have me here once a year, you know.
All right, let's go. No more winter jokes. I don't think my heart can take it. Bulldog down to the bottom. Rooney's going to engage on the mind control here. Already through the Ion Shell himself.
Aggressive tri-lane. it
Aggressive
seems.
tri-lane. So mind control is going to be happier, at least at the start of the lane.
Well, his teammates' lane is quite weak though. They have 2 melee in the lanes at top, and they're up against a Rubik lift into a heal bomb into a spin. That's an easy kill if anyone gets in trouble.
Yeah,
And it's also a really good idea that Alliance understand that they have a very strong lane. And Lone Druid is one of the few off-laners that you want to have a 1v1 situation if possible, because then you use the hero to his fullest potential. So the plan Alliance have right now is looking really good. They might be able to win at least 2 lanes. Oh, EGM.
off the bat, engaging onto the Rubik. Man, that Oracle does a lot of damage. Can they finish him off? EGM very low, but Ake is there to help force them back. So generally, you would look at this tri-lane and just say Alliance have the advantage, right? With the Lycan in the lane, doesn't really offer much in early engagements. The support's pretty level dependent.
Yep, and they have 2 melee heroes, so I expect maybe the Earth Spirit to roam soon. Like, I don't think he's gonna stay in this lane. He's gonna be
He's already heading mid.
moving around. Yeah, this is the right idea for him. Like, you want to be able to pressure the other lane since you can't really do anything in his own lane at top. Like, even the Darkseid's lane, before the Lone Druid gets level 6, you have a chance to kill him with Iron Shell. On the Darkseid and Iron Shell, on the Earth Spirit, you roll in.
Yeah, and on the Lone Druid side, if you get that timely root, sometimes you can get a solo kill. So with Darks here, we often see them just cutting the wave, kind of avoiding the fight once the Lone Druid gets level 5. Maybe Alliance look to punish that with a rotation, but for now, they are going to play the full-on offensive tri-lane.
I wonder if Earth Spirit is gonna wait. He rotated a bit and then he went back to lane.
Oh, spin and a kill. Oracle trying to save him.
First!
Whoa! Man, that was bloody looking. They're gonna move on Loda now, though. Jump on him. But...
I think he's probably just waiting for level 2 before he roams. I don't think he would offer too much in his lane at top. Like this.
that first I feel like that's more intense than when a team actually wins the game.
You know, that looks like 300, you know?
Yeah,
the screen.
it looked like yeah, that's right. The same visual style. I think they need to up the hype for the teams actually winning the matches then, if they're going to do that just for first blood. Especially in Dota,
They
where
need to match it, you know?
often first blood isn't that big of a deal. But, hey man, that got the crowd going. They're revved up. So,
This lane
off to a good start in the tri-lane. The
lane
Lone
is
Druid
horrible.
owning his lane, as you would expect, having a great time.
This lane is horrible for the Lycan now.
Mind Control actually really struggling here bottom. He's missing a lot of last hits. Only 7-1. The Bulldogs 13-7.
Yeah, Bulldog has been denying like a big part of the creeps, like 7 creeps. So.
And then the mid lane, S4 is breaking even with Fada, which is pretty good for the Bat Rider.
Yeah, basically the Earth Spirit has to be the one that tips the balance. You know, you want to break apart the 2 lanes, the other 2 solo lanes, instead of just trying to stay at top. So this is the right. So he was actually just waiting for level 2 before he started to move. And he has a TP scroll just in case he's needed at the top lane. But it seems like he's just going back top again. I'm not sure how much
He feels
can
very
accomplish.
indecisive.
He's
not
very
sure where he wants to
indecisive.
go. We're gonna try to move on Ake, but you know, where's the real kill potential here? They can jump on Ake, has the Grave, as well as the heal available. He's gonna turn it with the heal bomb. Oh, they just melted the damage! And Jerax will die as well. Most likely to the poison touch, ever so low. Kuroki could go down here too. Tries for the snare, it's a load of double kill. They wipe the tri-lane out. They only lose 1, and he almost even lived. Well,
That's
the
why
tri-lane's a disaster
That's why
for
I think
Liquid.
that it's not a good idea for him to stay top. Like, it's so hard for them to fight against those 3 heroes. Like, roaming is definitely, I think, the better idea right now for the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Batrider not the easiest kill though, and perhaps that's
He has to try.
the difficult part for Jerax.
He has
This
to
is
try.
not your, Lina mid or something.
Yeah, he has to try and like force like the TP rotations from the desert to move away from the Lycan's lane. I think even if you can't kill the Batrider, you can't be like, oh, I can't get this kill, I'm not gonna try and do anything. You have to try and force at least the Dazzle or the Rubik to move away, so you relieve some of the pressure for the Lycan, so at least he can farm, at top.
Or at least you help your team win mid, because
Yeah.
clearly you can't help them win top.
But
Well,
he's still going top.
he goes top and then he's like, I should go back towards the mid lane. It just doesn't feel like Jerax has a clearer home in this game.
I
at least
wonder
not
if
for
it's
now.
like his teammate telling him like, get back here.
Go top.
Yeah,
come
or
back
he's like,
mid.
I want to go mid, but if you're not here, I can't farm. But I'm not sure though. It seems like he's really, really confused about what he should be doing in the game.
Well, it's a lot of waste of time. He's not stacking for the team. That's something Darkseer or Death Prophet could use. He's going to start doing it now. But it's already 5 minutes in. If he just wanted to stack, he could have gotten a lot more done.
I think he would have got a lot more done if he wasn't at top.
Yeah.
Stacking whatever, do whatever, it's better than going to top right now.
Go try to kill Roshan. I mean, why not?
Man, Gorman, we are in a serious game,
Well, you said anything.
Alright, my bad. I shouldn't say
You need
anything.
to be careful with your words, my
Anything
friend.
but Roshan, Gorman.
You're a commentator. Your job is talking. You must be careful. Alliance, though, they want to be aggressive. They get a ward down here behind that top tower. And with that vision, they might look to jump Kuroki. If he's not careful, could get caught out. There's the lift, the drop back into a potential heal. No, the poison touch going to work. They're going to hang on to the Shadow Wave for now. Now they chuck it out. Kuroki pretty low due to just this poison touch damage, and Loda's able to get close to him now. Sprinting forward, commits the Blade Fury, just needs a few seconds of it. There's the South, Kuroki surviving, and in the end, it's gonna live. Charging up the snare now, gonna let it fly. Does trap Loda, the wolves come in from the rear, they're gonna roll onto him with the Earth Spirit. Can they actually get the Loda kill? There's the Grave. Ake bailing Loda out, but he's just in too deep. It looks like he probably goes down here to one last auto attack. Will end up falling. This could be the turn that Liquid were waiting for. EGM also in danger, gets the toss back, the stun on everyone, but another snare from the Oracle and another death for Alliance. Then a roll forward, looking for the third. Aki into the trees. No mana for TP. 25 seconds. Does Jerax commit all the way into the trees? Oh, he may have assumed that he's already gone. No, he's still hunting. That mana pool ticking up.
He's
Looks
not
like
gonna.
Ake's gonna
he's
live.
not gonna try. He's gonna assume that he teleported out. But still, a really big win for Liquid. There was just some overextension from Alliance, getting punished really hard by Liquid.
This bottom lane, though, going very well for Bulldog, and in the mid lane, doing quite well in the Batrider. So, two of their most important heroes having a great time of it early on.
Yeah, their 1v1 lanes are really paying off right now for Alliance, and despite losing two heroes at the last engagement, if you look at the bigger picture for Alliance, all the important heroes are still farming. The
And
Batrider
as
and the
bad as
Lurker.
that overall engagement looked, they're still leading here in terms of net worth by a substantial margin. But some avoidable kills, so Liquid at least get a little confidence boost after that skirmish.
And the more important thing is Earth Spirit got levels. That is the key thing from what happened in that fight. Like Earth Spirit needed those levels so badly. So right now he's able to rotate freely and maybe even try to set up kills in other lanes better. He's TPing to bottom for smoke right now. With
Early
Kuroki.
Medallion on Lycan. This used to be the standard build, but Medallion got the pretty significant nerf, doing half minus armor.
It's
to
still
Roshan.
good versus the bear, the
Yeah.
Spirit bear. But here comes the supports coming into
It's
my
also
control.
good when you're not farming well, which is the case this game. They really want to kill Bulldog. Unfortunately, he's got his ultimate up now. Hell, killing the Spirit Bear even would be nice. But no resummon for 35.
He's really tanky though, and a Dazzle teleport can easily mess this engagement. They're gonna go for the career.
Kuroki, is he going to be able to find it? Oh, just very light on the physical damage there. Not able to get the job done. But they're going to roll onto Bulldog. They want to force out TPs. Iron Shell's going. They are really committing for this. Bulldog's very tanky. Aki comes into the lane. Then Loda arrives, and they want to turn it onto Jerax, spinning onto him. Lifting on mind control, looking for two. They're going to get Jerax. They get the root! Oh, what a time for a root. Now they got to run. Kuroki, Omni Slash just got the level 6. Immediately pops it. And an incredibly aggressive dive backfires horribly for Liquid.
You know, during the middle of the fight, it was like, oh, they went in, TPs came out, they wanted to back up. You saw the Earth Spirit running, and then it was like, oh, Fata arrived, so they wanted to fight.
That's a 9-minute Midas, Winter. Sub 9-minute Midas.
Yeah, it's a good lane for him. Like, you expect this sort of timing from him.
And it's
the
not
lane
like
is
he
easy.
rushed it. I mean, he's got the double boots out, the quelling blade. He's very big right
It's
now.
not even mind control's fault. It's just the matchup is really difficult for the Darkseer.
Yeah, well, especially at this point. Now the lane gets incredibly tough.
So the timings for Alliance, Midas into Radiance for the Lone Druid. So the dagger will probably come before that. And once they have all those items, the dagger and the Radiance, it's going to be really hard for them to take fights.
And we saw the last time that he got a fast blink dagger yesterday. As for, I mean, even before that, I think he had gotten like 4 or 5 kills. So it's not going to be as explosive of a start, but this is a pretty good Batrider game, to be honest, aside from the Oracle. As long as he's not there.
Batrider is really good at dealing with Death Prophet as well, because you want to be able to isolate her and pick her up at the start of the fight. Like, those are the heroes that you want to be able to deal with.
I feel like there's just a ton of pressure here on Kuroki to constantly be in the right position.
Yeah, basically they have to play the game around the Death Prophet ultimate, and Alliance don't really need to play around any big cooldowns, you know. That's like the benefit of having their lineup without any spells that rely a lot on the cooldowns.
They've just abandoned their safe lane. Lycan retreating to the woods, and Loda free farming, opening up the map for Alliance, who do have a smoke on the Batrider. Let's see if S4 wants to go for something here. There isn't anyone in the neighborhood, and now he is scouted. So the Blink Dagger is revealed, and the ping comes out.
Good wards.
Good awareness by Kuroki.
Good wards from Liquid as well. Like top, there's one ward that's scouted the dagger. Bottom, there's a ward behind the
Oh,
tower.
they smoked under the ward. That's extremely unfortunate for Alliance. A big boon for Liquid. And they're going to TP bottom, so they dodge the smoke gank. In doing so, they also scout the Blink Dagger, and they can set up for a 5-man play on this
If they
bottom
can
lane.
kill Bulldog, it's going to be huge here.
This could be absolutely massive for Liquid. The Lycan isn't there yet, though. He's farming the woods. Looks like he won't be joining the skirmish. And,
They sniff it out.
Bulldog,
Well,
it's
good
his
play.
turn to play keep away.
Good play from Alliance.
So with the blink on Bat now, they're very confident to push. They know if anyone comes to defend here for Liquid, that's a likely lasso and a likely kill.
It should be a trade unless Liquid wants to come back and fight. No, they don't want to trade. They want to fight with Death Prophet ultimate here.
Ion Shell Wolves, cheeky stuff. They're gonna set up on Bulldog maybe. Not the target they're looking for. Okay, getting nibbled on by the Wolves. Liquid now back towards the bottom lane. Just 5-man Dota from basically from both teams went to, but no kills happening. Slow and steady stuff.
You know, they're trying to move them around though, and I think the Alliance is also aware of the fact that the Death Prophet ultimate is back up, and they don't really want to take a fight that they get caught in a really bad position with the Darkseer ultimate and the Death Prophet ultimate, and a Magnetize that's going to be coming soon for Jerax as well.
Looking at the lineups and the way the game's begun, do you feel like Liquid have the tools to deal with a very farmed lone druid?
I mean, Lycan
Because
and,
obviously he's having a great time.
Lycan and Death Prophet are pretty good at killing the bear. But at the same time, they have really, like, if you try to focus on a bear and you look at their lineup, there's the Vacuum Wall, there's the Earth Spirit, so it's not going to be easy. They have good heroes that killing the bear. At the same time, they have other heroes that deal with the other, like the team fight as well.
Oh, Bulldog getting the kill on the tower mid. That's really going to ramp up his farm. After this next Midas usage, he'll be sitting around 1800 gold. That's a big chunk of change. So it's going to be a very fast relic. Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, they're still waiting for just the Bulldog Lone Druid to get his Radiance, not trying to be too offensive around the map. Just putting down wards and then trying to push the lanes and get items.
Loda free farming this top lane, has not even been pressured or ganked. And that's the thing for Liquid is, they're not very good at killing Juggernaut. Unless they get a perfect double silence, he's going to be able to Omni Slash and Blade Fury. There's very few stunts here for the Liquid side.
Basically what the Blink Dagger from Bat has done is so far, like, it didn't get kills, but it's putting pressure on Liquid that they need to group up together. Because no one wants to be alone when they don't see the Batrider. But
Whereas Alliance can spread out.
Yep.
And we're seeing the effects of that now in the
and
net
they're
worth chart.
doing a good job scouting out the Batrider with the wolves. Like, Matumbama is constantly sending his wolves around to look for the positioning of S4 all the time, so they know that what place is safe to push and where the Batrider is trying to gank.
Oh, looks like there was a TP mid that got cancelled here.
Oh, it was Earth Spirit TPing.
Huh.
Bottom tower
But Alliance also not really forcing the issue yet. They're grouping up, getting ready to go. All the while, Loda maintaining some distance here, staying top. Drops the healing ward. He's going to do a bit of split push, and they might find someone now. There's your lasso with the Blink Dagger debut. Will isolate Jerax, push him back with the Flame Break, lift him up, and send him packing to the well. Good combination of spells there from Alliance. And it's like you said, you spread out against Bat, you're not going to have a good time.
It was also the ward I presume that scouted him out. Because there was a ward there from Alliance.
Yeah, across the river.
So
Good placement.
That was a good pickup for Alliance, utilizing the Bat Rider Blink, and right now Loda damaging the top tower as well, giving Bulldog even more time to get his Radiance. Like, this is the more important thing that Alliance wants to accomplish right now. Buy time for the Radiance to come online, then try to take fight.
Well, this is the old Lycan special. Walk into the pit early in the game and try to take it, but he's got some backup, and he's going to need it here. Fauna, this could be bad. They're walking into the pit. They don't have a lasso just yet. S4, 30 seconds until that cools down, and the Death Prophet ult pushes him immediately back. But they get the tier 2 top, so Alliance perhaps going to let this one go. Yeah, they won't contest it with no lasso, no Juggernaut, but they still get a trade.
This is an inherited advantage because they have Liquid on Dire's side, they have Lycan, they have Death Prophet. At some point, you're going to lose the Roshan uncontested.
But they're not really ready to fight anyway, because Alliance, they don't have their Radiance just yet.
They're waiting for the Radiance. I mean, right now, maybe they can try to take a fight. Lasso should be coming off cooldown fairly soon.
Do you think we're going to see that Bell built again by Alliance? I know EGM did it like twice in this tournament on Silencer. Do you think Veil is an item Alliance would consider this game?
Not sure though. I didn't even think it was that good, the game that he actually bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the Radiance burn?
I think they're always
I think they had Bat Rider and Lone Druid there.
Yeah, they had Bat Rider, Lone Druid. So they didn't really have a hero that deals a ton of spell damage.
Yeah.
It was just basically the Radiance burn. So
and a little Firefly maybe.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Roche, but Alliance still comfortably farming the map, and I think the big thing here, Winter, is they have their tier 1s up, mid as well as top. S4 getting jumped by Jerax, caught by the combo, pulls the boulder back, bringing him low, the Magnetize drops another Remnant to continue the damage, and it will be enough for a kill. Basically a solo kill in the enemy band by Jerax, but Tumbaman just offering a tiny bit of damage there down the stretch. Tries to steal a spell here, it's only the Howl, resummons the Wolves, but that is going to free up the mid lane where the pressure now mounts. Death Prophet going to work on that tier 1. Just auto attacks. The Spirit Siphon going. Even the Bear is not safe from the Ghost Lady shenanigans.
Yeah, now Liquid are trying to force as much before the Lone Druid. They know the timing for Alliance is a Lone Druid Radiance, and they're trying to force as much as possible before the timing hits.
If they could kill the Bear, that would be big. 300 gold to Kuro. He'll take it all the way to the bank, and he'll also take the tier 1 for the team.
With the mech advantage as well.
Killing S4 is so big there, because if he's alive with Lasso, I think you're a lot more nervous about pushing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the Oracle Purge, but depending on the angle of initiation, or if he just grabs the Oracle, you don't really have a good counter.
Even if Bat is alive right now, it's still, as long as they have all their ultimates up, the Magnetize and that Prophet ultimate, it's still gonna be hard for them. Oh, Bulldog is gonna get initiated on Savage Roar, buys him some space.
What a spell. Let's get him out of there safely.
Is that Aether Lens on him? No, just an Arcane Boost.
So, I mean, I imagine it'll just be rushing the eggs now.
We saw some players actually go for Aether Lens, especially Fear. He didn't really rush the eggs all the time, he just goes for...
What do you prefer?
I don't play Earth Spirit, I don't know. But obviously I like the Aether Lens.
Oh, Juggernaut Battle Fury has picked up, and again the Wolves doing scouting here. Big work. They catch out Alliance. Ake is able to back himself away though. Good job there by S4 with the Force Staff.
Liquid are really powerful now. Mech on Darkseer, Death Prophet Ultimate online, Magnetize online, Wall online, everything online.
It seems like Alliance may just want to play the split push game.
They have the Radiance now, so let's see whether they choose to take the fight. They have their timings. Blink, Radiance.
And they have the Force Staff on the bat, so they've got the better initiation now.
Yeah, the only difference is like they don't have a mech because their cores don't build a mech. So if they wanted a mech, they would have to wait for Dazzle to get it.
Yeah, considering how the lanes began, Liquid has really done a good job at
he's actually fairly
tightening
close
up in this game.
He's 500 away, 400 away from the mech on Ake.
Another game where he has struggled a bit. It wasn't the easiest lane matchup, but isn't dying as much, which is good news for them.
Yep. So both teams are very strong right now. Have all their timings, but Alliance still with the farm lead because of the Midas, thanks to the Midas of Lone Druid. But Liquid's heroes, I would say, maybe at this point stronger in team fights if they can get the engage.
Whereas Alliance, they want the pickoffs, and then they can maybe.
Yeah,
take
they are
the fight.
better at initiating because they have the Bat Rider.
Yeah.
That's like the main difference right now.
The other thing though is I don't see Liquid really keeping up with the farm speed of a Battle Fury Juggernaut and a Radiant Sloan Druid. So if Alliance just play the split push game, it may pressure Liquid to take fights.
Yeah, that's true. That's also a really good point. But at the same time, Liquid's late game, their supports are also very, very powerful late game.
Smoke gonna get revealed now. Who guts in first? The kick's there. Catching out Bulldog. They spin onto mind control though. Oracle trying to keep him alive. Will pop the mech, but he is gonna drop here in the end. The question is, do they get anything out of it? Does drop the wall. He pops. Now the kick forward. Again a 2-hero catch. Beautiful stuff from Jerax. Showing off his inner David Beckham moves on to EGM, but EGM alive for now, not actually taking all that much damage through this fight, and they have lost the Oracle too. So Jerax now in pretty deep, and it seems he's overextended. He will be going down. Does he get a trade? No, siree. Even an Exorcism committed for that. Alliance could just march down mid. 3 dead, no Exorcism. This will be an impossible task to hold this tier 2.
That was basically the power of initiation. They got the initiation, they got the pickoff, and Kuroki was unfortunately not in time with the false promise to actually help the Darkseid earlier. Maybe if he actually got the dispel earlier on the lasso, Darkseid would have actually been able to pop a better vacuum wall, then the fight might be different.
And they just rotate immediately into the enemy jungle. They've gotten an aggressive Observer Ward down a bit earlier. It is about to expire, but they're confident to farm this woods, knowing if Liquid move in, they will have vision and the power of the bat as well. Something that allows them to keep the map control. So it's going to be a gem grab by the Oracle.
Gem should be also on the Bat Rider fairly soon. That should be like the next thing that I want to get.
Yeah, Ake's getting the mech, so he's not going to buy it. Looks maybe S4 will just buy it himself.
Yeah, maybe S4 will get it himself. But anytime soon, since the way they are playing, they want to be able to split the map, make sure you don't have vision. So Gem is really essential, and the wolves as well. Scouting the wolves is very important.
That's probably the biggest thing, honestly, as far as the gem goes. Even more so than dewarding.
Jerax wandering into enemy territory right now.
It's an aggressive maneuver.
Yep, they just place a ward as well, giving vision.
I mean, looking at Alliance Winter, they're about to get their own mech. It looks like EGM is building towards that first item of his, whether it's a Force Staff or something else, we'll see. But at that point, do you think that they can take Liquid 5v5?
Yeah, if they get a really, really good initiation, they remove one target out of the fight, like what happened previously, one target down. They can still be able to win the team fight, even though Liquid has much more team fight spells, you know, Exorcism, Magnetize, Wall. But initiation is also really important.
They have a stolen wall of replica. Could be very powerful here against the Lycan.
The wolves are scouting there, giving them valuable information.
Yeah, that's where, like you mentioned, a gem could come in handy, but they know what's going on in Alliance
They see everything.
lands.
Look at the vision. They have so much vision.
But they don't want to fight. It looks like they're just going to back away.
Alliance are doing the right thing here, Gorman. Look at the bear scouting. They don't have vision, and they're trying to make sure that it's safe for them to walk over.
Both teams doing a good job of the scouting game. They are going to poke down a ward. Just minion wars for now.
Yeah, both teams are really, really worried about getting jump first. That's why they are very, very cautious about their movements. They're trying to get vision. Like every time they want to move forward, they place a wall, they send a minion forward, they send a bear, they send a wolf. Just very, very cautious play from both teams.
Alliance are going to group up in their own jungle. Meanwhile, Liquid backing off to their side.
Yeah, they need to get
slow the game down a little bit.
They need to get the blink on mind control for the team fight.
He is closing in.
If he doesn't have the blink, it's gonna be hard for him to counter initiate the Bat Rider initiation.
Do you think he's always the target here, the Darkseer? Because you mentioned lassoing the Death Prophet can be really good.
Yeah, I think both of the targets would be really good. If Darkseer hasn't used any of his spells, obviously lassoing him would be really ideal as well.
S4 on the move. He's got a lasso. Force Staff also available. He's gonna scout out wolves, finishing up some ancients. And he is going to secure them position to take this bottom tower. So good tactical movement by Alliance on the bottom lane. Tower will be dropping shortly, and Liquid, it looks like they won't be defending unless Alliance come and knock in on the high grounds, which they might do. That's the last outer tower. And away they go, continuing their pressure on the bottom lane. They let the bear lead the charge.
Oh no, look at Liquid, they're so far on the map, they're not ready to defend.
Where are the TPs? Lycan does have one.
It's
the
like
tower's already down by half health though. It cost them nothing. Massive damage, and now the lasso, he's found Kuro. There will be no purge to break this one. A quick pick as Loda goes back up. It's the Bear and the Samurai working on the tier 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now they've got the healing ward going. They're all full health.
But it was not the biggest pick though, like Oracle's coming back soon, so I think that they probably want to retreat since they use Lasso plus Omni Slash just to secure the support kill right
But
there.
there's no rush of your Alliance either. I think they're very content with that. Massive damage to the tower. They get a pick.
Yep, this game their cores are also very content in farming because they have the lone druid this time instead of Weaver. You farm faster than the Weaver as well with the Radiance. And you're able to play the split push game.
Oh, they just missed the Roche.
Oh dear.
Timing was slightly off. Maybe Liquid can benefit from this.
If
He
Liquid
could-
gets the Roche, that would be so unfortunate for Alliance right there.
Force Staff now is the choice. So they get even more mobility on the Bat Rider if they need it, as well as a way to...
The double force on the Bat Rider after the Lasso.
Oh yeah, it's cheeky. Get some Aether Lenses as well, and you are not catching him as Oracle.
Everyone gets Aether Lens nowadays. It's like the new
That's
Glimmer
true.
Cape. The new Glimmer Cape.
It's a better Glimmer Cape.
Better one?
It does everything. Little damage, little resistance, some good stats, more range.
It
What's
doesn't,
not to
it
love?
doesn't make you invincible. So, yeah.
I would disagree. At least I think a lot of the players might, but Fada now working on the Bear here. Mind control, getting caught out, but he is fairly healthy. Good job by Kuro to keep him alive. Exorcism going. Mind control does get rooted. They back Loda, but can they finish him off? The Bear is just gonna hunt him down in the pit. Help Mind control. He drops the wall in a very poor position. Something that Alliance can completely ignore, but still the Death Prophet getting to work. And it seems like the Death Prophet, like in combo, might be enough to force Alliance on their heels to run away. There's still two in the river trying to chase after the Earth Spirit, but the Juggernaut, the Lone Druid, have been forced back. Exorcism is gonna be ending soon. They lift up Fada. They drop him back down. The ghosts are about to disappear. Looks like Hiroki may end up going down here. He's very close to dying. Then the Omni Slash coming through. Absolutely massive from Loda. That's a triple kill. It's about to be a fourth. And with that, Fada will drop 5 in an Ultra. The timing on that Omni Slash, that was some Buddhist level of patience from him.
It's just like the whole team as well. They were kiting, they were moving around. Their proper ultimate popped. Everyone was like running, trying to wait it out and kiting around. They did a really good job. S4 body blocking at the start, allowing Loda to get out of the fight. Those are all of the small things that extended the fight and resulting into Fata wasting his ultimate completely, allowing Alliance to win the fight so convincingly after the Death of the Ultimate wore off.
They did a really good job at kiting her there. And with the Darkseer getting caught out early, they had a pretty much useless wall. The vacuum was very ineffective.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Mind Control has had his customary impact. I have seen so many games for Liquid over the past couple months where he just wins them the game from the off lane, but he has been very quiet this series, and it is coming back to haunt
And
them.
Bear Rider even initiated on Kuroki. He didn't even start off with the Darkseer, so yeah. You kind of expect if the Bear Rider initiated on someone, Darkseer should be able to at least do something to help his team turn the team fight around.
Looking to pressure in bottom now. Alliance getting aggressive here. Confident to look for the siege. They've got a Radiance Illusion from Bulldog on the hero just to keep the lanes pushed out. Spirit Siphon goes onto the Bear. They are going to be forced back for a moment, but they've got the Healing Ward to sustain the push. So Alliance look for round 2.
They have the Aegis, Omnis just coming off cooldown, 25 seconds. They are really strong right now.
Good timing there on the spin by Lotus, so he's able to just stand his ground. He does get kicked. The wall is dropped. Not the most effective, but EGM seals it. X marks the spot where Liquid don't want to fight. And they will be forced back. The Bear rushing in. Doesn't give two hoots about the wall. Now Kuro gets lassoed. No counterplay for that. The Exorcism forced out. And it seems with that, they may force them to run at least for now. Magnetize even committed. They're spinning back onto Fada. He can't afford to die at this point. This is a crucial kill. Can Loda find it? Omni Slash coming through. Wrecking the backlines. He gets a double out of it. The Death Prophet does end up going down. And now they can mosey onto the racks. Already people are evacuating their seats, getting ready for autographs and to storm the stage. Things are getting heated down the stretch. Alliance on the verge of punching their ticket for a match with the EG in the grand finals of Starladder. And it seems like they've got this one all but in the bag. A second lane of racks now down, moving on to top. This could be the Megas. And there's no wall, there's no exorcism. Liquid are out of tools and they're out of time. Alliance on the verge of taking this game 2, and with it, a 2-0 series. Can they fight? Can they hang on? Just a couple of racks left to go. They stand their ground. I think the lasso's about to cool down, even as though they need a mind control. Getting caught out, quickly dropping. Will pop the Greaves. It's good. 2-hero kick forward from Jerix, but they're just too tanky on the side of Team Alliance. They withstand the initial onslaught. They turn back for the racks. Again, Loda with the spin, ignoring Jerix during this time, but then Jerix sticks around. So he decides to go on him, gets the kill there, may even get mind control too. The Spirit Siphon, not feeling like it's enough here. Liquid they've lost all their racks, Winter. This looks to be the end. It's Megas now. Alliance just ransacking the base, and GG! 2-0.
What a performance this game from Alliance. Man, the teamwork, the team play, kiting around the Death Prophet. They played the Death Prophet ultimate like around so well this game. And everything in the laning phase, going aggressive tri-lane, putting Bulldog 1 versus 1 against mind control. Everything worked out perfectly for them.
Just very polished execution. You go back to the laning stage, it all started there. The tri-lane got wiped, gave up additional kills. The two solo lanes were either break-even mid or a clear win for the Lone Druid bottom. And Alliance snowballed it perfectly.
Yeah.